Hey y'all, I need to talk about this culture that we have in the New York tech scene, even, and I think it's just a thing in America as well, about burnout, burning yourself out, working yourself to the bone until you lose every part of yourself, body, mind, and soul, thinking that you have to prove yourself, to prove your worth, and just continuously seeking for outside validation. I've seen it so many times. I've done it myself. I've worked in the tech industry and startup world for at least 10 years, more than 10 years, and close to 14 years. And it's just so sad to see, to observe now. Not making any judgments. I completely understand why it happens. Um, but I feel very passionate about showing people how to pause and acknowledging when they need to just take a breather to recollect themselves, because you cannot finish a thing, you cannot accomplish anything well if you're completely burnt out, if you can't think. And to be honest, when you pause, take a breather, go outside, enjoy nature, think about something else for a while, the ideas start flowing even more than when you're forcing it, when you're working all day and night. Um, this has been, I've just had to remind myself of these things too, because I have the tools and I know what I need to do to help, like, rebalance myself when I'm feeling completely drained. But it's so easy to just get caught up in that culture. Sorry, my dog, of course, is barking. But it's so easy to get caught up in that culture and to just grind and until you're just a shell of a person. And just frankly, I don't think it's going to last much longer. And I don't see how people can grind for that long. You just see people retiring from that life and starting to do other stuff, or just working part-time. It's just, you can only do that for so long before you burn out and you're not able to function until you take a long break. So hopefully this is a reminder to everyone to just, there's nothing wrong with pausing. There's nothing wrong with taking time for yourself, for your mental, spiritual side. Please remember to breathe no matter what you're doing, taking deep breaths just to clear your head, and communicate when you feel like you need to. Communicate when you feel like you've had enough and you need to take a break. There's no shame in that. Have a good evening. I have more to say. So, this whole burnout culture that's in America, it's not going to resolve itself until people start to deeply assess why it is that they're looking outside of themselves to prove their worth. It's there's so many new, like, meditation apps and mindfulness activities, but until you get to the root cause about why it is that you feel the need to ignore your intuition, ignore the little signs that your body is telling you to take a breather, to rest for a while, until you understand why you continue to ignore yourself in favor of something else that isn't as valuable as you are. And only you, once you know your value, then you're unstoppable. Unless people actually realize what their value is, they will continue to burn themselves out, trying to prove themselves to other people, trying to continuously achieve these different milestones, looking and searching for themselves outside of others. I think that's all. That's all I'm going to preach tonight. I'm done. Thank you for listening.